let's do another watch list. This time for Tuesday, August 20th. We got pretty much exactly what we were calling for here yesterday with the gapper on these POX names, monkeypox stocks, all the sympathies sectors. GovX kind of led it, and then VRAX, APDN. They all followed suit in multi 100% fashion. Now these daily charts, breakouts have come and gone. You get that overextension gap, and now I've got some daily structure to play off of. APDN, I had a few little scalps on it this morning, short and cover, short, and then stop out for a few cents. And then when GovX started failing, right in here, I leaned on APDN as a sympathy and covered into the flush when GovX wasn't going red. But that's all I had on there. But tomorrow, this is getting into A+ territory for me. Typically, once you start seeing a bunch of the press releases start coming out in the sector, you'll start to see gapper after gapper coming, saying we're a monkeypox ticker, we have a cure for monkeypox, all this stuff. And it typically just ends with them using retail volume to sell paper and keep their stock alive, basically, is the name of the game in small cap land. So tomorrow I'll be looking for first red days on these. You can kind of see it if I zoom in. Candles kind of cover it, but that's okay. 4 EMA is still a ways away, down at $1. And then you've still got this gap fill here down in the 80-90 cents. They did put out a PR right here on this little volume perk. So I think that's kind of their last ditch effort to seek some liquidity. And so I'll be looking for a first red day tomorrow, similar to how Sing acted when it broke down into the afternoon, and look for pops towards 2. So see where this thing opens, where it closes here in after hours, and see where it opens tomorrow. GovX being the same boat. This thing didn't go red today. So I think that there's still room to this one down towards probably into this range. Volume profile down here in the 5s. So if this thing's red tomorrow, I'll be looking at pops to join that for backside. And then VRAC, same kind of thing. Not a great history of multi-day runs here. So any pops back in towards resistance. And if this thing fails below 4s, I think you get a round trip on this one. ALZN, one of the hot names of the day. Day 1 gapper. And just looks like a headache right here when you're trying to figure it out. And then all afternoon, just steady pressure right into the close. This thing does fit that Doji Day 1 setup if interested in overnight shorts and that sort of thing. So this does favor a gap down for tomorrow. If there's any sort of strength off open, I think this favors lower. But I don't really trade day 1s, so now going into day 2, at least I have some resistance to play off of. Fubo and Oregon, I'm putting in kind of the same basket, just because they're multi-day runners outside the sector. This one, I love that it went higher today. It did fake red briefly, unfortunately, and volume didn't keep blowing off, so not as A+ as I would have liked. So I'll still be looking for higher on that one. And Sing was my main one, straight from the watch list last night. Prior support now becoming resistance. Goal was pops for 16. Now that this thing had gone from the 2s to the 20s, I was looking for that 16 pop. And I was looking for lower, more towards the 10s, and it just didn't come. But let me see here. Right here, I put a starter on, let it test 16, see if it wanted to blow through. Once it failed, I scaled into this red. Reshort pops, now towards high a day, because now I have a set risk. This one here was a size down. The halt bands were at 1630. And if I waited for 1615 to break, I figured a 1630 test would come pretty quick, and I didn't want to be halted through a high-a-day stop and then trying to figure out how to finagle an exit into that. I didn't want to have any emotional exits, so I sized down just to reevaluate in case this wanted to squeeze. And then once it refailed below this little higher low trend line, I had put some, might be easier if I draw it right through there. Once it goes through, you get that little pop, size back down, size in, size back down, and then scaled up. And then it finally worked and got that nice unwind into the 11s. And now you've got this big fader. And instead of hard crack lower highs, you get hard pop higher low. And then I had a trailing stop, not a hard stop, but a mental stop trailing on the 5-minute candle. So I stopped out once the prior 5-minute bar broke, and that was actually the lows. And then right around here, it looked like we might have had that little bouncy ball set up into the afternoon. So I had put on about a quarter of the size of what I had this morning, and it just wasn't failing. So I moved on with that idea and didn't touch it again. Lumen tested that 640s and failed, didn't build above it. So no real plans here, still waiting on more information. Serve, same kind of thing, bounce still off the 10s. 10 has yet to prove, so not looking to fight that one there. So main watches into tomorrow are going to be GovX, APDN, and VRAX. Looking for first red days on those. ALZN, possible day 2 baggy breakdown. I like to look at them. Day 2 resistance short. And then Sing, possible second red day, and look for a first green day coming down the line. But I think that's it. I'll keep it short and sweet and watch these monkeypox ones so I can have focus there tomorrow. I think there's big ops coming on these. And yeah, hope you guys are trading it well out there. Lots of small cap action. And I will see you in the room.